Hello, everyone. I'm Renown Zero, and we're back again talking about some multiple topics here. I'm really glad people are giving me good feedback on and comments about these multi-topic videos, and I will be continuing to do them as things I like talking about come along. Now, we just had the state of play. He had some announcements that we've already seen, and there was nothing really interesting to me in there except for the DLC for Tales of Arise, which I already knew about because it was leaked. But it seems like the biggest announcement there, and they spent the most time on it, 12 minutes. They spent more time talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth than they talked about Spider Mid 2, which is interesting because Spider Mid 2 is their first party game, their only first party game releasing this year, and everything else they showed is pretty much next year. Well, at least like their exclusive titles anyway. But I just want to talk about this topic here where you cannot import saves from the previous game into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're also going to be talking about Lies of P quietly adding Denuvo DRM into the game. I think it was on the Steam version, but we're going to get into the article there as well. And we're going to be talking about Fooly Cooly English localization being absolutely cringe and terrible. So let's just jump right into it. This article from Kotaku. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won't let players import saves from the last game. However, Square Enix did reveal a few small gifts for returning Final Fantasy VII Remake players. Square Enix has recently unveiled a lot of new details about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the next chapter in the three-part remake trilogy of the classic 1997 RPG, which, in my opinion, the original is still superior to the remake because I don't have to buy 3 separate games in order to get the complete story. I still think it's a far superior game in every single way. One key bit of info is that players won't be able to import their saves from Final Fantasy VII Remake into Rebirth, but there will be a reward for those who played the last game and its DLC. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth takes place after the events of 2020's Final Fantasy VII Remake and its integrated DLC. Like the first game, this new sequel seems to be a visually stunning remake of Square's beloved PS1 RPG mega hit Final Fantasy VII. As before, in Rebirth, small and big details of the original storyline seem to have been tweaked, leading to interesting results. And with Rebirth directly continuing the adventure of Cloud and Gang, some might assume they can carry over their saves into the sequel, but that isn't the case. Which, honestly, that would be extremely OP if you were able to do this. However, I think bringing your equipment over would have been good. Maybe just kind of decreasing it back to where you have to re-level your stuff up. That would have made a little bit more sense to me. In an interview with the official PlayStation blog, Rebirth director Naoki Hamaguchi explained that players won't be able to import their leveled up and super powerful characters from Remake into the new sequel, suggesting that each entry in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy will be, quote, a standalone game in its own right, which is another reason I say the original Final Fantasy VII is much better. I don't have to play through 3 parts or pay $60 or $70 3 times for one complete game. I can spend probably like $10 to play the whole game. Quote, because of this, each game's balancing is done independently, explained Hamaguchi, and a player's levels and abilities will not carry over from one game to the next. While some might be disappointed that they can't trample through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's enemies and bosses with their OP Cloud and Aerith, this decision makes sense. These remakes are large RPGs of their very own, and trying to design them to support high-level characters would likely be challenging and ruin the overall balance. But if you did play Remake, Square Enix has special bonuses for you, as confirmed by Hamaguchi. On Square Enix's official website, the publisher revealed what those bonuses are. Leviathan summon material for folks with Remake save data, and Rama summon material if you got intermission save data. Just keep in mind that this save data needs to be on your PS5 when you play Rebirth. Which, I think those are pretty decent rewards. Again, they could have probably brought your crap over, but leveled it down, or they could have capped you at like level 20 or something like that, and find some way that they could just kind of have the enemies like suited to your level, like level with you type of thing. They could have done something like that, I believe, but at the end of the day, again, I'm still going to say the original Final Fantasy VII is a better game overall, superior in every single way. Moving over to Lies of P, quietly adding Denuvo DRM to the PC version of the game. I'll be playing it on Series X on Game Pass day one when it comes out. Good things don't last, as the highly expected Souls-like Lies of P has just added Denuvo anti-tamper DRM to its PC release. Everybody hates Denuvo, nobody likes DRM, which is why a lot of people buy their games from places like GOG.com, where you can get DRM-free versions of the games. The change can be seen in the game's Steam page dated September 15, 2023. The DRM was added right as the game's 72-hour early access period started, which is included as part of the Lies of P's Deluxe Edition. It's like basically a Souls-like game where you play as Pinocchio. For those unfamiliar, Denuvo is an anti-piracy method known to damage solid-state drives and impact general game performance, essentially punishing paying users for the sins of pirates. Which is comes back with the old saying, "We can't have nice things." It is also worth noting that Denuvo gets constantly cracked, and pirates will essentially play a more stable version of the game, unlike paid users. I really don't like the fact that they do this. I understand you're trying to fight piracy, but there's never going to be an absolute true way that you can fight piracy without making it harder for paying customers to enjoy the game. And knowing that it known to damage solid state drives, I believe that can make the company liable for something like that. It's very interesting how that works. Like, that's crazy to me. I knew it would impact the game performance, but damage solid state drives, that's very terrible. Like, man, that Denuvo stuff needs to just go away. It needs to absolutely just go away. But now we're gonna move on to the last topic of this video, which is Fooly Cooly, which is FLCL, grunge English dub, hashtag Metoo, cringe, and lame-splaining. The recent debut of the Fooly Cooly grunge English dub, which I don't think they should ever made extra series for this. I think the original Fooly Cooly is lightning in a bottle, and I believe that it should have just stayed that, and that's it. English dub had many rolling their eyes as the English dub was laden with the usual nonsense typical of localized anime, which is why everybody says you should just watch everything in subs so you don't get these bastardized, butchered versions of anime that you love. I was actually really interested in the 2 seasons simply because I want to see where the story could possibly go. But yeah, I would watch it in Japanese. Fuck all that. Fooly Cooly grunge is part of the Fooly Cooly series, and Jason DeMarco of Adult Swim serves as an executive producer with the adult programming block, seemingly being unable to let go of the new show since Fooly Cooly's original debut, which was widely lauded. Sorry about that background noise. Not only is the Fooly Cooly grunge English dub laden with modern slang that will be forgotten in a few years' time, but it also contained a short rant that apparently, quote, made no sense when translated, so the localizers filled it in with this garbage. Samples of the questionable dub can be found here. Let's see what's going on.
Haru-chan! What are you wearing?
You like?
But this isn't the Haru-chan I know!
Oh, well, the Haru-chan that you thought that you knew is not real.
Can't be!
You mean Haruka-chan?
Is that what I did?
I don't think that one was too bad. Let me check out the next one.
There's someone I'm supposed to meet now, so if you wouldn't mind stepping aside.
Who is it? Tell me now! I'm Kelly!
Ugh, creepy.
Yeah, that's, again, that doesn't sound too bad.
I am not!
Haruko is also prone to uttering Japanese on occasion, such as R and Ara. Okay.
I am not!
You are so creepy, I'm literally screaming right now! If there was a Guinness record for creepy, you would hold it! So go on with your Me Too jokes and egotistical lame-splaining. That just proves you're one of the lunatic cringe! This part doesn't make sense when
What the fuck is this garbage? What is this garbage? Seriously, what is this garbage?
we translate it, so just forget it! You know what this is like, when you're watching something subtitled because dubs suck, and the only people who laugh are the native speakers!
So basically they made the English translation self-aware. Yeah, that'll go over well. English dubs are no stranger to horrid mistranslations carried out by those with a political agenda, as Prison School had a reference to Gamergate. Back in the day when the original Japanese made no such mention, they actually made a mention of Gamergate and even in Rick and Morty, which was cringe. There's other nonsense inserted into other shows such as Hajimete no Gal, Kobayashi Sanchi no Maid Dragon, which I don't know what that is, and Bokutachi wa Benkyo ga Denkinai. Let's see here. Let's see what we got.
You're crossing a line. You can't make high school girls read that crap.
Oh, come on, they're just some light novels.
They may be light novels, but they're heavy on the creepy sex stuff.
Oh my god, are you serious? This is stupid.
Of course! Where's the fun in forcing these
This is why people say subs over dubs.
jailbait tricks to read something decent? Plus, most of the freaks who come in here hate women, so seeing girls degraded gives them boners and makes them happy.
I cannot believe they're doing this nonsense. But they think just because they say every guy hates women, and they just watch this as because they're corn addicts. Essentially, is what this is saying.
Well, maybe think about how these girls feel for once. Maybe they don't want to be debased just so you can sell a few more chicken wings to horny losers with mommy issues.
I am so glad I don't watch anime and dubs anymore, because this is trash. From the day I wanted to be called woke gambler. Oh god, this is garbage.
Seems a hell of a lot cooler than the rest of those stuck-up chicks.
So what exactly are you doing here at the arcade? I thought all of the boys were supposed to be stuck in the school's prison.
I was
Okay, so far so good.
asked to run a couple errands, not that it's any of your business.
Whoa, pump the brakes, Arthur Fonzarelli. Have you got a stick up your ass? Or are you one of those dumbass Gamergate creep shows?
Oh my god, I still cannot believe these weirdos are still mad over Gamergate. These people are still upset that guys like me and women, guys like me, other guys that play video games or watch anime, or even women that play video games and watch anime, they just can't get over the fact that we want to look at beautiful women when we play games. It's such a weird thing these people have. Sexualization. No, we just want to look at beautiful characters when we play our games. Women for us, also women, beautiful women for women, but they want to look at guys too. I'm sure even people in the alphabet community.
You're, what?
You alright? Your face is turning red.
No, it's not.
Take it easy there, Tiger. It's natural to get a little excited by cleavage.
No,
Oh, Jesus.
I wasn't looking.
Anzu! It's photo booth time!
Just a sec. I'll take you on any day of the week. Guess whose name is number 1? See you around, Slick.
I haven't talked to a girl that much without getting smacked since I enrolled.
So now I have to pause. I always have to pause because, YouTube and all that. But YouTube and all that stuff. But I think this is very, very cringe. This is oh my god. This last one was terrible. Like the first two weren't that bad, but this was terrible. It's like, again, these weirdos always want to make you know that they're self-aware, that the animes are self-aware. Like, stop bastardizing stuff like this. This is why people do not care about English voice actors that much anymore, because this is all you do. This is all the garbage you produce. You just happen to produce garbage where you take the translation of the sub, I'm sorry, and you put out this garbage and no one wants to watch it. And that's why people will continue to watch it in subs. And you will continue to not get paid because you don't want to stay true to the lore and the words that are given to you by the Japanese animators and Japanese voice actors. It's so cringe. Just stop. I don't know why they continue to do this, but they're going to continue to learn that no one cares about these voice actors, and they're going to continue to be broke. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button, comment below how you feel about all this, subscribe for more content. If you want to support me further, as always, super thanks. You can join as a member. There's a join button underneath the video. You can join for $1 a month, and no one's ever obligated to do so, but it is always much appreciated by anybody that does these extra options. There's also links in the description you can join through as well. And you can follow me over on Twitter, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and Odyssey. I always back up all my videos to both Rumble and Odyssey. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.